I heard a quote that goes like this: Jesus turned my worst chapter into the reason I still have a story. Think about that. The thing that should have broken me, the thing that should have defined me, the thing that should have been the end of me, God used it for good. Imagine reading a book and stopping at the worst chapter. The chapter where everything just falls apart. The chapter where the main character just dies or loses. The chapter where nothing makes sense. And you'd think that the story was just over. But the author wasn't finished writing just because a part of the story was over. And that's exactly how a lot of us treat our lives. We think one failure means that we're just finished. And that's just not how it should be. One mistake shouldn't mean that we're disqualified. One bad season means that God is still using us. It doesn't mean that God is just done with us. But God has never been limited to one bad chapter. Just about Joseph, right? His brothers betrayed him. He was thrown into prison. He was forgotten. And yet every chapter that looked like a setback became part of just God's plan. Genesis 50:20 says, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." And Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that all things work for the good of those who love him, who have been called." So stop acting like God is the only reason that you can't do something because you had one bad chapter. Now you say, "Oh, he's forsaken me." "Oh, no, since he didn't give me this, that just means he doesn't like me anymore." Stop acting like God can only use your victories. Some of his greatest works have been in chapters where you wished never existed. The chapter that almost ended you might be the chapter that God uses to save somebody else. So if you're in your worst chapter right now, don't close the book, because the same God who brought you this far is still writing the next page. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to pray today.